Hello again, class 78. Listen, I should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on the house by the time I tie the knot. By the time we tie the knot. Atar el nudo, ¿eso qué es? To tie the knot. Es to get married. Es una forma coloquial de decir casarse, es atar el nudo. Sí, mañana voy a atar el nudo. I'm going to get married tomorrow. Ahora, estos usamos should. Escuchad, I should have saved enough money to put down. To put down es invertir o meter dinero en. Pero en este caso para la fianza o para las llaves de la casa. Un depósito sobre la casa que quiero comprar. Y para cuando me case, seguramente habré ya ahorrado dinero suficiente para ese depósito. Escuchad, I should have saved. Should aquí es no debería. Significa con toda probabilidad habré ya ahorrado. Should tiene un segundo significado que es probablemente o con toda probabilidad, con toda seguridad, habré ahorrado dinero suficiente para ese depósito para cuando yo me case. I should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on the house by the time I get married. Hello, welcome, class 78. Wow. Avanzamos, eh? We are moving forward. Yes, sir. Class 78, part 1. We should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on a house by the time we tie the knot. Uy, qué difícil, a ver, por partes. We should have saved enough money. Seguramente habremos ahorrado suficiente dinero para cuando llegue el momento X. We should have. Debemos de ver. O sea, seguramente que ahorraremos. We should have saved. We should have. Contraction, should have, como un F. We should have saved, ahorrar dinero to save money. We should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on a house by the time we get married or by the time we tie the knot. We should have saved enough money. I don't know, it's not easy to save money, but we are managing to save. So in my opinion, by the time we tie the knot, we should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on a house. So we should have saved. Contraction, should have. Y los nativos hasta decimos shoulda. We should have saved. We should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on a house.
Hi guys, Felicity here. Look at my piggy bank. Guys, I'm saving up to go to the ping pong championships. Oh guys, you see, every time I say ping pong, I need to put money in my bank. Oh guys, it's got ping pong. Oh. It's going to be so much fun. By next month, I should have saved up enough for a front row seat at the ping pong championships. Oh guys, say it with me. To save up for, I should have saved up enough money. Oh good, one more time. I should have saved up enough money. Oh perfect. Do you want to help me save? Okay, every time you say ping pong, I need to put money in the jar. Oh. Okay, okay. Well, by this rate, I should have saved up enough money to go to the ping pong championships by tonight. Fun. Ping pong.
Hi, class 78, part 2. Yes, we should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on a house before we tie the knot or before we get married. To put down a deposit, poner abajo un depósito, ¿eso qué significa? Significa pagar la entrada para una casa nueva. To put down a deposit, o sea, establecer un depósito, decimos, establecer una fianza o una primera entrada de pago para dar confianza. So we should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on a house before we tie the knot. We should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on a house. Pero vamos a un paso de tortuga. Crawling. To crawl. The word of the day. Un verbo, a verb. To crawl. To crawl is ir a gatas. Como un bebé. To crawl. Before a baby starts walking, a baby crawls. And to crawl también es ir arrastrándose por la maleza, por ejemplo, es crawling. Y natación, el crawl. You spell it differently. You change the spelling, to, I think, to C-R-O-L, but it's crawl. Es como ir a rastras por el agua. Crawl. So to crawl is the word of the day. But first, I need to put down a deposit on a new house. Yes, and I should have saved enough to do it, I think.
Well, look at this. It's a beautiful day. Just look. It's another beautiful day here in Spain. And, in fact, I love this area so much. I think I might put down a deposit on a house here. Yeah, why not? Now that I'm working, I have more stability, I can put down a deposit. That's right, we say to put down a deposit. La fianza, a deposit. To put down a deposit. Yeah, I might put down a deposit on a house here. You see, my friend Paco, he did it. He put down a deposit on a house in the south of Spain, and he loves it. He's going to live there for years, and he's going to enjoy the great weather. In fact, my job is going so well, I might put down a deposit on a house in Lobres as well. I think it's a great idea. You know, it gives you stability. It's usually almost always a good investment, so look at this. How can I lose? Look at the weather. I think I'm going to put down a deposit on a house here.
Hello, Class 78, Part 3. The whole sentence. We should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on a house by the time we get married. By the time, para cuando nos casemos, ya habremos puesto el dinero. Ya hemos ahorrado el dinero suficiente, por lo visto. We should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on a house by the time we tie the knot. To tie is atar. To tie a knot es un nudo. To tie the knot is a special expression for to get married. Hemos atado el nudo. Ay, te acompaño un sentimiento. Ah, no. I'm getting married. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, to tie the knot. Yes, we have saved enough money. We should have saved enough money to put down a deposit on a house by the time we get married. Para cuando nos casemos. By the time we tie the knot. Para cuando atemos ya el nudo. By the time we tie the knot. By the time we get married. By the time we get married, we will have made the deposit. Yeah, we will have made the deposit. But first, we're going to tie the knot. And then we're going to move into our new house. But we have already put down the deposit on a house.
Hey, how's it going? You know, I've been thinking, and I think it's time to tie the knot. You know, to get married, to tie the knot. That's right, to tie the knot is another way of saying to get married. Say it. To tie the knot. And I've got the perfect woman who I can tie the knot with. Barbara, my cousin's best friend. She's been waiting all her life to tie the knot with the man of her dreams. Well, Barbara, the man of your dreams is right here. So come on, Barbara, let's tie the knot. Come on, I'll tie the knot with you in about 10 years. Of course, that gives me time to break a few more hearts. And in 10 years, I should have saved enough money to put a deposit down on a house by the time we tie the knot. In the meantime, where are all the ladies?